Hello everyone. Today we are going to do a very small topic, symmetric key distribution using public key encryption. Earlier we had already looked at symmetric key distribution using symmetric key encryption. Now we are going to look how it can be done using public key encryption. It's very simple. Okay, so public key crypto systems are inefficient for large blocks of data transmission. Okay, so normally instead of transmitting large blocks of data using public key crypto systems, large blocks are use the symmetric key encryption. But the problem with symmetric key encryption is that the symmetric key, the secret, should be securely transmitted. Okay, so this public key crypto system is used to transmit small amounts of secret information. Okay, now the simple secret key distribution, Merkle has proposed this simple key distribution. It allows secure communication and no keys exist before or after this particular communication. Okay, so if A wants to communicate to B, what A does is A sends his public key and identity to B. And what B does is B sends, using this public key, encrypts the secret, that is a symmetric key, and sends it to A. Okay, that is the simple protocol. Okay, the simple key distribution protocol. Now, there is a big problem in this particular protocol, which is the man in the middle attack. Now, we've seen this in between already. We have seen this. When if Bob is, transmitting to A, this Darth or the Oscar, depending on, which textbook you're looking, the hacker hacks into this, intercepts Bob's data and sends a modified packet to A. Okay, this is man in the middle attack. Now, how that is causing a problem for our simple protocol, we will look at this. We saw already that A generates the key pair PUA and the private key or private key. I mean, A generates his own private key and public key. Okay, and transmits a message intended for B using, because B needs to get A's private key, public key. So he sends public key of A and his own identity. That is this message over here. Okay. Now what happens is D intercepts the message and he creates his own key pair. So he creates his own key pair, public key and private key, but this is of D. And what he does is he sends his public key and A's identity to B. So now B thinks that this PUD is A's public key. Okay, so what B does, B generates the secret key and transmits along with, D's, he encrypts using D's public key and sends KS to B. Again, D intercepts the message and he is able, because this is his public key. So when encrypted using his public key, he uses his private key and he now knows KS. Okay, so he learns the KS by computing, that is decrypting this using his own private key. And then what D does is D transmits. He knows the public key of A, so he transmits this KS by encrypting using the public key to A. So now A thinks that this KS, and B also has generated this KS. But in between, D has done a lot of operations where D also knows what KS is. So the secret has been compromised using the simple protocol. Okay, so a secret key distribution must require both confidentiality and authentication. So these are the 4 steps we do for confidentiality and authentication. Initiator A sends N1 ID A1, encrypting this data using the public key of B. Okay, so when this message is received by B decrypts and gets N1, the nonce, and the ID of A by using his private key. And what he does is he sends back nonce 1 and another nonce which he has created, encrypted using the public key of A. When A receives this particular value, to show that has got the data correctly, he decrypts using his private key, gets the nonce N2 and sends it once again to B by encrypting using B's public key. And along with that, he also sends encrypted using the private key. He's signing he's using digital signature. Okay, so PR of A, he signs the key using PR of A, and he encrypts the whole package, this encrypted message, with the public key of B. So when B receives it, what B does is first, he will ensure that this N2, it is not a replay. This is not a replay attack. So he will ensure that N2 is correct. And then what he does is he will first use his own private key and he will get this message. And then this is once again signed or encrypted by A's private key. So to decrypt this message, he will use public key of A and he will get KS. Okay, so in this protocol, both confidentiality by sending the N1 and N2, it is ensured that a replay attack has not happened and that this particular message is being sent by A or B. Okay, and by encrypting this using his private key, A has maintained confidentiality as well as authentication. Okay, so the public keys provide authentication and the signing of the private key provides confidentiality. Okay, now another possible method is hybrid key distribution. So here it retains the use of private key distribution centers, private key distribution centers, and it shares a secret master key with each user. Okay, so there is a KDC, and using the services of the KDC, the difference is that each user has got a shared secret master key. Okay, and the session keys distributes the session keys using the master key. The public key used to distribute the master keys. That is, public keys are used to distribute the master keys. The master keys are used to distribute the session keys. Okay, especially useful when there are a large number of distributed users. And here the rationale is that this gives better performance, and this, because KDC is used, it gives backward compatibility. Old systems can also use this particular system without any problem. Okay, so with this, we are finishing this particular topic. If you have any doubts, feel free to contact me and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.